Angel. It's the attention to the details that's going to matter, and Cheyenne Parker does just that. She dropped a season high of 21 points against the Fever. Man, she went to work. She battled down there. She's a veteran that leads by example at both ends of the floor, averaging about 6.5 rebounds a game. Took it right at Fever post, showed us some nice footwork, some outside jump shooting, split some defenders to get to the rim. Atlanta Dream's going to need her to play at a high level tonight if they want to succeed. With the Atlanta Dream doing a good job turning their defense into their offense, paying attention to the little details, and right away made the Chicago Sky uncomfortable. Cheyenne Parker coming through from the backside, tipping that one away with her length affecting the shot. And then Nia Coffey, one of the top leaders in the league in blocks, doing what she does best. But Atlanta just making it not easy at all. Those high percentage shots that the Chicago Sky are used to getting, giving them a little taste of their own medicine on the interior. That's right, Tom. They're the top 2 teams in the ACC, and both teams, check this out, both teams are top 5 in almost every defensive statistical category in the ACC. Duke won the lone meeting last year on a buzzer beater, so I'm expecting another fast-paced defensive battle that'll come down to the wire again today.
But Notre Dame shot 50%, yet you only trail by 2 possessions.
I mean, the rebounding battle, that's what it's been all about. Notre Dame leading the battle by 6 rebounds, 19-13, and that's Duke's specialty. So I know Kara Lawson is saying something about that. They picked it up a little bit in the second quarter because that discrepancy was even more, but both teams have had possessions where they've gotten 2 and 3 offensive rebounds to extend those possessions. So in the second half, I'm looking forward to seeing what both teams do and how they adjust. Yeah, it took a little while to get going, but when she did, man, did she get to the free throw line. And when she got to the free throw line and accomplished that, well, she started shooting threes and 1 threes at that, and counted. That's what she says in front of the Seminole bench. Deja Kelly was in her bag in that second quarter, and the player who got the party started for UNC, it was Alyssa Usby, who right here gets the nice dive from Deja Kelly, but she was just all over the floor, versatile, constantly moving, taking on 2 defenders, and she's the recipient of some good passes by her teammates. Usby, the big reason why they've got this big lead in the second quarter. But Tom, right here, look at these stats. Field goal percentage, 46% for UNC. The 3-point field goal percentage pretty even, but the offensive rebounds for Florida State is what had them going early. KK Timpson pulled down 11 offensive rebounds with the whole squad, and that's a big reason why Florida State had that lead in the beginning, and UNC had a pretty soft start. Coach Banghart talked about how she wants her teams to get off to a better start. Took them a little while to get into a rhythm, but now they've got a nice little lead here to start the second half. And this really got this crowd going. McPherson looks up at the clock, takes it straight into the paint, and absorbs the contact from Greg. Gets up saying and 1, and the ref's gonna have to have a little bit of a talk with McPherson, telling her to dial it back in, but boy, oh boy, I'd be excited if I were her too. Rehabbing a knee injury for 808 days away from the courts. My adrenaline will be pumping as well. It was the most impressive win of the season. So exciting to watch. And Erica Wheeler got the party started for the Atlanta Dream. She sent this game into overtime. The shot was supposed to be for A.D. Durr, but Erica said, listen, I had to have point guard awareness. I looked up at the clock and I put the shot up. Ben Simmons liked it and Stephanie Dolson just couldn't believe it. But this player right here, Tiffany Hayes, in her first game back, she knocked down 2 threes in the overtime period, had a crucial and 1 that sealed the game for Atlanta, led this team with 21 points and her first game back to the Atlanta franchise. I like where you were going with that. You were talking about how you're not shooting how you normally are, and I like the way you won today. You got it started from the inside out. Talk about your post presence. No Elisa Cunane anymore, but you've got Hobby, you've got Collins, you've got River Baldwin. Just talk about what they did today.
Yeah, again, I think that was the key to it.
This is a UNC team that hit their stride right at the right moment, won their last 7 straight games. On the opposite end, Virginia losing their last 4. But we got to remember, just 2 weeks ago when these 2 teams faced off, this Virginia team led deep into the 4th quarter.
Kelly. That one counts for 2.
Deja Kelly said, listen, you're not going to give me those 2. I'll go and create and get these 2. Nice pull-up jumper for Deja Kelly. I think Kara Lawson didn't start Day Wilson just to piss her off a bit so she can come back and do a bit of that. Looking good with her scoring so far in this first half. And for Day Wilson, looks at the shot clock, realizes she has too much space over Cavender, and just lights it up. 5 seconds left right here between the legs. Step back, pull up, jump shot. Knocks it down to end the first first half and give the Blue Devils some momentum going into halftime. Duke is understanding the assignment. They realize that Cavender is coming off a career-high 33 points, and they are making her work for every point so far today. She is not able to shoot beyond the arc deep, so what does she have to do? Create, and this is her creating. She's had a couple misses in this one. The ACC is such a tough place to play. 6th ranked team so far. We just saw NC State ranked at number 22 go down, and at the beginning of this one, we talked about how Miami has really put themselves in a nice place defeating Virginia Tech and Florida State. They had that 4-way tie in ACC play. All have the same record at 9-3 in conference play. But right here, Shea Dwyer doing an excellent job, and that is all ball. She comes in flying, mistimes it on the jump, but has enough hang time in the air to keep her eye on the ball and make sure Brown didn't get it up. And Jalea Williams doesn't like that, but man, oh man, look at this play by Balogun. She posted up, had a double team to a single team, and she created a single team because she just eyed the defense, took her time, and got to the other side of the rim to create that separation.
Great breakdown, Tabitha. To beat 2 players, then know that the rim can help her.
And Destiny Harden desperately trying to get something going for Miami. But you know what? Reagan Richardson has really gotten it going for the Blue Devils. It's the ball movement for me. 1 pass, 2 pass. Get it to the right shooter at the right time. Puts Duke up at the end of the 3rd. Their 3-point shooting has really impressed me so far. They've got multiple players in the action for that. But the other thing that impresses me about Boston College is how they're capitalizing on the turnovers. Both teams in double digits already, but Boston College 16 points off of 14 Rutgers turnovers, doing a really good job leaking out in transition and scoring the ball quick.